Hey guys, welcome back to CWF Toys, and today I finally bought a round turntable for the action figure review. So first of all, we're going to jump right in, and obviously at the box you got the Amazing Spider-Man logo there. You got a little picture, cttoys, of the figure, cool box art on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 cool poses on the back. Got some other cool art on the side, and obviously number 1. Because this is based on the Mafex number 1 Amazing Spider-Man 1 figure. Anyways, so without further ado, we're gonna hop right into this review, guys. So whenever I get back, obviously the turntable will be a little bit different, and we'll go over the figure. All right, guys, I'll be right back in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, so we are back. And here is a first look at the figure out of the packaging. I mean, this guy looks amazing. Oh man, just the nostalgia I'm getting right now. Like, this is one of my favorite suits of all time of Spider-Man. I know a lot of people hate this suit, a lot of people clown on it, but like, this is one of those that I really am a fan of. The blue eye lens that you can get with that custom head sculpt, I forget his name, but he's over on Instagram. He makes a lot of custom Spider-Man import and Marvel Legend heads. If I can find him, I'll shout him out at some point, but he's making a head sculpt for the cttoys with the blue lenses, and it looks extremely cool. So, I don't know if any of you guys know what I'm talking about. I know that's kind of vague. Over on Instagram, makes custom Mafex SH Figure Arts Marvel Legends Spider-Man head sculpts. And they're not that expensive either. So, yeah, highly recommend checking him out if you guys can find who I'm talking about. But he makes really good sculpts. I mean, just overall look at this figure. Wow. I mean, this thing is amazing. I love Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Everything from the shade of blue to the shade of red, down to his shoes, or his Spider-Man feet look more like he was wearing tennis shoes on the outside of his costume, which I liked a whole lot. But yeah, guys, first look at this figure. I'm loving this. I'm loving this already. Oh, look at the back spider symbol. It's not the best painted, but I mean, props. Overall look, I'll say a 9 out of 10. Just for the overallness of it all. We're not getting into articulation yet. We're fixing to. Let's see. Yeah, fixing to get into articulation. First, gotta show. Comes with this little stand here. So, there's the stand. Shout out to cttoys for bringing us some of these really cool versions of the characters. And also, this guy, the original Mafex, is going for like $1,000 or like $800, $900, $700 on eBay and aftermarket places. So, this guy's like $22, like from AliExpress, and maybe it's higher now because of tariffs or whatever. But yeah, I mean, great. I mean, especially if you've got a coupon code, you can get this guy for not that much at all, and that's really awesome. You know, like $25 or under for an import figure that looks this good compared to the real thing that's like $1,000, and probably this one's better, even though it's kind of like a copycat of it. I mean, it's great. This is one of the coolest bootlegs. I'm really scared this guy's gonna break because I've already heard some people say there's a broke, but I'm gonna be as gentle as I possibly can with him, but also have fun with him. So let's just hope he doesn't break. That will not change my opinion on him that much. Anyways, though, here we go. Here's the figure. Really nice shot right there. I'm gonna be doing an Instagram post of this guy at some point soon too, just like the Mafex 2099 here. Show him as a little bit of a reference. Bam. Yeah, had to show him real quick. I will also be doing a post with. Anyways, gonna jump back into this. So he comes with the stand. Let's see what else he comes with. He comes with 2 web pieces, and yes, they can attach to his wrist. And he comes with 1 web piece that you can fit in one of his hands, kind of like that. It's kind of a cool web accessory. So this is kind of like the accessory part, guys. Just put him in the background, kind of like chilling. All right, now next we have. Here's his hands for web swinging. Right here, and also possibly holding something in his hands. Here is obviously his iconic Spider-Man hands. His flipping hands right there. Here is his open palm. Here is his open palm wall crawler hands. I swear I love these gloves on these. Like, I love how the gloves of Spider-Man is on the suit so much. It's so cool. And then obviously we've got his open hands where he's either holding something, waving, or he could be taking off his mask, who knows? Or he could be giving somebody a handshake. Okay, so now that we've went over the accessory, oh, and obviously you can't forget his fisted hands right here. Fisted hands right there. Same thing on this side. So before I go over articulation, I'm gonna pop these off and be as gentle as possible. And I'm gonna show you the hands on the figures because there's not too many. And then after that, we're gonna go over articulation and then a small comparison at the end, and we will be good to go for today. Let's see here. A cool little pose. I think in the movie he does a pose like that. That'd be cool to see him do. Alright, there's the pose with those hands. First pose down. Okay, we're gonna take these hands off now. Put them over here. Next, we're going to put on his open hands. This video should not be too long, by the way, guys. Pose number 2 right there. Pretty cool. Okay. I know I could have got a little bit more creative with that, but just trying to get to the articulation part, because that's mainly what the review is for, right? Or I think some of you would probably disagree, but some of you would be like, yeah, that's kind of the whole point of doing the review to begin with. It's the articulation, the accessories, figure worth buying, and then also cool comparison at the end. So guys, you could have him just doing a thumbs up right here if you really wanted him just to do that. But I mean, obviously this is mainly for web slinging, and I think all of us know that. Or web swinging, should I say, just in case I got that wrong. Anybody? Want to make sure I'm pretty accurate. There we go. Another cool pose with the web. Obviously it doesn't want to stay, but just pretend like it's like right there. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so there's some cool shots that you guys can enjoy. We're going to swap out the hands, and then we're going to go over articulation, show a comparison with a couple other figures, not too many, not to keep it too long. But, oh, forgot the most important hands. How can you move on if you haven't even showed the most important hands for Spider-Man? And those hands would be the wall crawler hands. No, wait a minute. No, those hands would be the web shooter hands. There we go. You could possibly say this is a more important pose than a lot of the other ones. I think from the movie, I mean, it's one of the shots I'm going to have is him like that. Oh wait, no, I know exactly what it was, I think now. If I can get it to pose that way, I have to literally make him get down to the pose. Maybe it was the Amazing Spider-Man 2 where he did it, but I'm not so sure. Kind of came at the camera with one of the webs kind of attached. I don't know, it'd be kind of hard to do without it being attached to the wrist, I think. I don't know. A cool pose for you guys right there. There we go. I don't know if this is accurate at all. Maybe it's not. Probably isn't. Okay, guys, here's the fun pose that I had planned for you guys right about there. Anyways, that was what he looked like from afar, by the way. Anyways, we're gonna take these hands off. Obviously, put the original hands on there. And when we get the original hands on there, we're gonna immediately jump into articulation. Thank goodness I learned editing. Alright guys, so here's the figure part, the articulation of the figure part. And first we're going to go over the head movement. So up here close and personal, you can see right there, goes down that far. Look at that really cool golden eye sculpt though, pretty solid. I'm going to have so much fun with this figure in photography. Okay, but he looks down that far. He can look side to side obviously, then he can look up about that far. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. If you had him like falling down, you could have him like straight up coming at the camera. That'd be pretty cool. So look, you can see he can look all the way that far back, pretty far forward. You can do a full 360 if you really wanted him to, but not gonna push it. So head articulation down, arm articulation. Let's explore. Okay, he can come up. Once again, I'm being very careful with this guy. Ooh, okay, see right there. Don't over push it, guys. Don't over push it. But we do know the figure can come up to a certain limit. Oh, wait a minute. That's not supposed to come up like that. Okay, so this one obviously is missing something. Maybe it needs to come up. Okay, if you wanted to go up more than that, you gotta pull it up a little bit. Okay, or it will pop off. Thank goodness it didn't break, though. It just kind of popped off. Okay, so there's the arm articulation. You can obviously bend that far. It can go up. He can go down. Have your Spider-Man in that kind of pose if you want, which Andrew Garfield Spider-Man more than likely would do that kind of pose. But if you want to keep it how it should be, around, obviously, down. So there's that. Obviously the arms can go all the way around. I'm going to push it back exactly the way it came though, just for safe measures. But as you guys can see, he can come all the way around. Still can do that bend right here. twist. Wrist joints can bend, but be very careful. Mafex, cttoys, bootlegs, the tiniest little import joints can break, and I've had it happen to me many times, so be careful with that. Let's see here, what else we got? I mean, obviously, if you want him to go back, his arms to go back, I mean, you can have him do that. He doesn't really have butterfly joints. That's something we're not really working with here. I mean, you can have him go back about, I mean, that's the best you're gonna get, really. Unless you just kind of force him to go back like that, maybe, and kind of bend the arm a little bit. So if you want to have him with that uppity post where he's kind of like that, where his arms are kind of like flailed in the air, I think that's about as far as you're gonna get. I mean, yeah, not bend it too crazily right there. That's about as far as you're gonna get with him going back. But there's the arm articulation. I'm trying to really be careful with this guy because I don't want him to break, because I'm loving this figure a lot. And that is my warning to you guys. Be careful with this figure because you never know. Especially with imports, but CT has not let me down yet, but some people have had theirs break and I don't want to be one of those people. So obviously we're going to go the ab crunch. So we've got about that far down. Not bad. Not bad ab crunch. Obviously he can do the twist. He can go side to side. You know. He can go around like do 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 do. He can go back about that far. That's about it. Okay, so we went over that. Now we get to the risky leg part where some people said this guy is broke on them. Obviously we're gonna, you know what, before anything else, before we do go over the leg part, I was gonna say piece, but part, let's go over the toe articulation. Look at that. Good little ankle swivel, foot articulation. Then we've got the toe articulation right there. Cool design on the shoes. That one does too. That's a little loose. It does articulate as well. Oh, and that's a little loose now. I wonder if that's probably my fault or if that's just a QC issue. This guy is a little creaky. So, leg articulation, he can kick up and out to the side. Probably, yeah, that's about as far as you're going to get up. That's as far as I'm going to push him. You guys see how far he can go. Also, same thing on this leg. So he can go up a little bit further. That's about it. That's about as much as I'm gonna get. And see the back here. He's having some trouble right there, getting in some of these poses. Not extremely, but you see, yeah, you guys see what I'm saying. Oh, I just love the shot, like a shot like that. Oh man, it's so cool. Or just one where he's like looking back. I don't know. It's like, man, that's so cool to me. I love this figure already. I just don't want it to break, so I'm trying to be very cautious. But yeah. I mean, obviously the guy's legs can go back. You want to have him in a laying down pose where he's fixing to start web slinging, jumping through the air. You know, obviously, guys, just at the end of the day, this is a knockoff figure, even though it's a really good one. So just be careful. Don't go too crazy with it, because you don't want your figures to break, because then you've wasted money at that point, and you might not get a replacement or a refund. So here's the knee articulation. Really good, by the way. Getting some crazy spider poses there. Pretty cool pose, right, guys? Craziest one for me will probably be one where I get really innovative, or have him kind of like crouching. Oh, you guys obviously can't see that. I have to zoom out for you guys so you can see that. Probably have him stretch him beyond his limit there. Kind of have him doing some really intriguing poses there. I don't know, to me that's really cool. Let me zoom in so you guys can catch that view there. I don't know, that to me is a really cool pose. I might use that as a thumbnail, who knows? You never know about me with thumbnails. I might give you a crazy edited thumbnail, or I might just give you a bare bone, you know, just normal picture of the figure. There's one of the cool poses with this guy. I mean, we went over the general articulation here. Nothing too crazy. Oh, also that leg too. I mean, he can go out, he can go back. Just trying to be cautious with this guy. Like I said, I give this guy, I would say they could have done a little bit better. That's why I'll just say a 9 out of 10. On articulation, on, I mean, recreating that older Mafex figure. It's freaking awesome. And CT is blowing it away with these figures. I'm really hyped about it, about what they're gonna be working on in the future. This figure especially though, it's like, I've been waiting, ever since they announced it, I was so excited. And I still am. And he's actually finally not short. He's not short. There's like that is my one complaint about the cttoys figures, is they were just so short. And like, I get it for some of them, but other ones I'm like, oh, I just wish they were taller. And now we're to a point where hopefully that changes soon. So it's kind of why I'm really hoping that continues to stay changed and they're just not small like they were. But shout out to Funly toy over on AliExpress, cttoys new store for these products. I'm pretty sure I ordered them straight through them, through AliExpress. Also ordered the Helverine from cttoys and this bootleg Carnage from SH Figure Arts. It's a bootleg of the SH Figure Arts movie Carnage. So I'm going to be doing a review on those this week. Probably be expecting, I don't know, as soon as I can get them filmed and put them out. Probably going to limit it to 3 videos a week though. I've got a Marvel Legend video filmed for Spider-Man characters. Marvel Legends from that wave that came with the Agent Venom, Marvel's Kane, the Chameleon, and the only one I didn't get in that wave was the Electro. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there and tell you guys. But yeah, I am really loving this figure. And see, here's a comparison of the cttoys Tobey Maguire SH Figure Arts. That is the only way you can get the black suit in SH Figure Arts form. They did it because it was a third-party figure, and they could do it because it's third-party, and third-party legality is a little different. You see the height difference? That's what bothers me. I mean, if he was just a little bit taller, I would be so okay with it, but, you know, it is what it is. Yes, and he is a little bit slanted over, but, and the hands are just really small, too. This figure is great, though. Scales up really well with Mafex, so there's, in scale, with other cttoys stuff. But as you can see, guys, there's a cttoys figure in scale with it. If you guys want to see another comparison here, I'll show you guys the Sentinel Peter B. Parker, which is a really underrated figure, by the way, and it's got some problems, but it's still a really cool figure, and it's closer in scale with this guy. It might even be taller. Oh wow, look at that. He is in scale with them. And yes, I have it with this coffee cup because it's freaking iconic. I love it. But if you want another different kind of figure, you got the Marvel Legends. And see, he is almost the same height. This is more Mafex. This Marvel Legends is obviously going to be a little bit bigger than Mafex, you know. It's going to happen. It's just how it works thing. But if you want to compare, obviously, legit Mafex with Marvel Legends, it's a lot closer. So see, it's still closer. It's still closer. Because see, here's the difference. And a cttoys that's legit on the height compared to the shorter scale. So you see, very much taller. Here, Marvel Legend, way taller. Even here, way taller. So, but if you take these guys out of the equation, put these guys over here, and you got the Marvel Legends, I'm going to buy the Mafex Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and I'm going to review him when he drops. And so will be the Tobey. I will buy the Tobey one at some point. So be expecting that at some point. Whenever I have enough money to buy them, be expecting that. I'll let you guys know whenever I pick them up. But anyways, yeah, see, there's the closeness in the height. It's not that bad of a difference, but this is also Marvel Legends. This is supposed to be 6 inches. This is 6 inches as well. But obviously, these are a bigger body mold. So, anyways, so there's the difference in that if you guys wanted to see that. But taking him off screen, more legit Mafex compared to a bootleg Mafex. See, they're almost the same height. Not really too many complaints. Not really too many complaints at all. I would just be nitpicking if I complained. Because, I mean, the main complaint I had with this guy right here was just that he is, like, way too short. Way too short compared to all the other characters. Like, you guys improved. cttoys, you guys improved a lot with this guy. So, thank you for this figure and the Helverine. I'll make sure to say thanks one more time whenever I review that figure. But for the moment, that will be coming out later this week. This video is going to drop as soon as possible this week as well. So be expecting that, guys. There's your little comparison with some different kinds of figures. Mainly Spider-Man stuff, though. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I said we would use the turntable again, but I'm just going to honestly save it for the next video or just another video starting out. I think it'll just be a little bit more effective that way. So, anyways, but guys, without further ado, this has been a really fun video, guys. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and you're enjoying the content you're seeing on this channel. Just know that I appreciate all the support, and we just passed 200 subscribers. So since we just passed 200 subscribers, I'm going to be making some more videos that are exclusive to figure talk or figure related videos that aren't just reviews, that aren't just stop motions, which I'm currently developing, filming. This Ghostface stop motion has taken me a little longer than I thought, but it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to show you guys. A little tease for that is Mr. Ghostface himself. What's your favorite scary movie? Yeah, the voice will be a little bit better than that, possibly. Hopefully. But had to show that and that little tease in there. Anyways, though, guys, I love this figure. I highly recommend it if you love the Amazing Spider-Man, if you love CT Toys action figures. Even if you're on a small budget, you can still get this guy. And just don't be too rough with him. That's all I got to say about it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment, share it with a friend if you like. And I hope you tune into the next video. And check me out on Instagram, SethRollins42006, or CWF Toys over on Instagram. My profile picture is a picture of the Punisher, John Bernthal's version, so not too hard to miss me. But since I've hit 200 subscribers, we're going to be doing a special video, probably ranking some figures or something to that extent. We're going to be doing many different ideas, but it's in celebration of 200 subscribers, which I know that's not a lot to some of you guys, but to me, right now on this journey and a year into cooking content, I'm really thankful and appreciative, and it is a small stepping stone in the bigger picture of where I would like to be at some point. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know I've said that many times, but make sure to do those things I listed if you're so kindly to do so. And make sure you check out the other reviews if those figures are something that intrigue you or you want to see me talk about. I'd be glad to help. So, or not help, you know. If you think my review is, worthy of your decision on buying toys, then, But just remember, at the end of the day, if you don't like this figure, don't buy it. If you do like it, I highly recommend it. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to hop off here. CWF Toys, signing off.